it's Jennifer. I am back today with a video. We are going to talk all about the tripod grasp and techniques we can use to improve our ability to hold a pencil. So at a 5-year-old level, a kindergarten level, we are able to separate the hand so that we have that really nice tripod grasp and snap our fingers. So that's a quick little test that you can do to see whether or not your child has that ability to separate the last 2 fingers to stabilize and the 3 to mobilize when holding a pencil. If they can't, one trick that you can use is to put a little, this is a cotton ball, you can use a tissue, a sponge, any little something, put in their hand and have those 2 fingers hold that so they can use these fingers to hold the pencil. So some other ideas that we're going to use to help us get that tripod grasp are here. My first idea is spinning tops. So what we really need is the ability to use those 3 fingers to translate, which is what we use when we rotate the pencil in our hand just to get that just right position. So we can spin tops. I have all kinds of tops that we can use. And these are jacks. So maybe you could have a little race to see whose jack stands up the longest, or which one, we could do a tally mark to work on vertical and diagonal strokes to see which jack stays up the longest while we're spinning it. The other idea I have are scissors. Scissors are always going to work on that tripod grasp. What I want to make sure is that they don't jam all of their fingers in there, so if I have to, I can turn the scissors over so that just that pointer finger goes in there, or the pointer finger on top and the middle finger inside the scissor. So scissors are always terrific for working on hand strength for the tripod grasp. The next idea I have is using a golf pencil or a smaller pencil, because it's really hard to have a gross grasp on such a small pencil, or broken crayons. Once those crayons break, do not throw them away, and you might want to break them on purpose so that we can use a small crayon to color. Again, putting it up on a vertical surface will help get that wrist in a really good position. So small crayons, golf pencils are great. My next idea is I have this little rubber stamp that is a self-ink stamp that has a nice little heart on top, so I'm going to work on that itsy bitsy grasp and then get some pressure to make the stamp. The next idea I have, these are earplugs that I use, or you can use for the airplane, or you can use the pencil erasers that you put on top that look like triangles. I'm going to use these to pick up items. So I'm going to use these to stack blocks. Oops. Again, working on that graded control and that fine motor tripod grasp. You can use dice, you can use blocks. The next thing I have are the clothespins. So still working always on that tripod grasp. If they're having a hard time using just those fingers, we can still use the cotton ball to hold the other 2 fingers down. So I'm just going to pick up items and put them in containers. Maybe some sorting activities you can do, but using tweezers or a clothespin instead. The next idea I have is modeling clay. I got this modeling clay from the dollar store, and this is a lid from a coffee can, and this is a golf tee. So I'm using this golf tee to write letters or shapes. The beauty of it is if you make a mistake, we can rub it out easily, and we're still working on hand strength. We can use our thumb, we can use our index finger to smooth it out. What I really like about the modeling clay is that they have to use a lot of finger strength in order to go through the clay. So I like that. My next idea are these little suction toys that you can also get at the Dollar Tree. You just push them down and they pop. So I'm using those that tripod grasp to get some strength and pop. My next idea is stringing noodles. It can be beads, it can be noodles. This is a pipe cleaner, and we're just putting the penne pasta on. So that same motion that I'm using to get the string through are the same fingers that I use to move my pencil. My next idea is taking two similar items. So I have two hearts, two plastic hearts, one is pink and one is red, and putting them in my hand and switching them. So now I have the red one on top, and then I'm gonna switch, whoops, so that I have the pink one on top, and switch again so that I have the red one on top. So I'm just using those translation skills, the in-hand manipulation skills to move items around in my hand. This is a poker chip that I put an X tape on one side for an X and the other side is plain. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just flipping the coin so that, or the poker chip, so that I can see the X, and then it's plain, and then the X, and then plain, working on that translation skill. My last trick is the flipping the pencil. So we want to be able to pick up the pencil and flip the pencil to erase, flip the pencil to write, and flip the pencil to erase. So in addition to flipping, I'm walking the pencil down, flip, walk, flip, walk. So I hope you enjoy these activities, and just know that your kids are getting really good fine motor skills so that they are more prepared for efficient writing. Thanks, have fun, stay safe, and wash your hands.